Oh, the D boys are back.
10 goals in 6 games, bitches.
Oh my god. The woes can continue. It's like, it's a shame I drafted Salah. Da, 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 da. I should have drafted Haaland. Da, 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 da. Also Ivan Toney. Maybe Mitrovic.
Okay, we're going to have to stop you there. Welcome back to Draft Boys, the FPL Draft podcast. As always, joined by Miley G, Hito, and myself, Whitey. That's how we doing.
Yeah, fire.
Doing good. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I like that. Yeah, what's been happening?
Not too much. I've been playing a lot of golf again, actually.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
golf boy.
Yeah. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
so jealous. I want a bit of that.
Yeah.
Come out with me.
I know, I do want to.
Who
Midweek.
needs to work?
Next week, I got nothing.
Oh, easy. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's talk.
Golf day.
Golf day. Sorry,
Click
we're
on
just
the corporate
making
card.
plans on the podcast. Sorry about that. Hito, yeah, you can join too. So yeah, what's been happening?
Oh, mate, just trying to get over my horrible week of fantasy points.
How bad was it?
32. Not a great week.
Yeah.
After my
not great.
storming 71 last week.
Yeah, well, it's nice when you
brutal.
get brought back down to earth like
Yeah, I
that.
got brought down pretty hard.
Crashing down.
Yeah.
This is literally my worst week in 2 years.
Wow.
Like
Did you look
33.
that back?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, no, but I did the averages of how I've performed for the
did?
last 2 years. I worked out, on average, this is the worst.
So yeah, right. It's below average, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's get straight into our points if that's what we're doing here.
All right.
Now, like, obviously, we had 2 game weeks happen. Do you want to talk about both? We'll just talk about last.
Let's just talk about the last.
Okay.
Old
All right.
news, the one before.
You start up, Milo.
So, yeah, I got 33. I only got 2 returns from players besides, your blank ones and twos. Was Allison with a clean sheet and a couple of saves and a bone, I think. 1 bone. And Mbwembo.
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 Oh, my God. Yeah.
Cheeky little
Shit.
goal. Great little finish.
Oh, great finish.
yeah.
So good.
Man.
Calm.
I loved that.
What about you, Hato?
Yeah, as I said, 32, not a great week. Got stitched by Trent getting subbed off at the 58th minute.
I was mad about that. I've got my
fuck.
budget team, which we don't talk about here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was pissed about that.
Yeah.
Spewing, eh? I saw
Yeah.
that and I thought about
Well, you
it.
got done by Robbo too, coming off at the same time, didn't you? Because I saw Robbo going off, and I was like, "Oh yeah!" And then I saw Trent's number. I was like, "Fucking hell!"
I know, yes.
Couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe
Oh,
it.
that was class.
But you had a
Yeah.
goal from Saka, I saw.
Yeah, my boy Saka finally put one in, and my new boy Johnson as well.
Yeah.
From Forest. So 2 goals.
Wow.
How about you, Whitey? What do you
I'll
got?
tell you my points, but the fantasy website is shitting itself.
I'll help you out.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
You had your boy Haaland,
Oh, yeah, Leah, give me that.
9 points.
Okay, something shit itself again.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah.
Technology's
I'll
really
jump
gone
in.
up.
My turn now.
Yeah, hang
Haaland
on.
9 points. Oh, it's all fucking going up.
Yeah, hang on.
You
Give
had
me this.
Chilwell with 10.
No, hang on, I got this.
No, he's going to go player
so-
by player. Like
yeah,
he
I
loves
love
to,
to
do.
break it down.
Robbo with 1.
Let's start with the keeper. 12 fucking points from Pope. Just because he saves everything that comes near him.
He really does, doesn't he?
Huge.
9 saves.
Now, there was a bit of story in
and Guada
my...
in that game had a cracker as
Yeah.
well.
There was a story in my backline this week, which is something we're going to come to later. So you'll have to, I know I spend a long time on this stuff, but this is funny.
Okay, tell us.
Tierney, I picked him up the other week, played a game.
Mm-hmm. You saw
I just-
Zinchenko was injured.
Yeah, so
Thought you'd be
Zinchenko
smart.
was injured, thought I was real smart. Yeah, I think it did nothing last week. And this week I played him. Didn't play Chilwell for the first time because, as everyone knows, if you've been listening to this podcast, he gets 1 point every week because he comes on with like 5 minutes left. And I was getting pretty pissed about that. So I fucking put him as my first sub. And I was just like, that last game was
Sweating.
coming. I was sweating Tierney.
Yeah.
He didn't play. 10 points from Chile. Yeah, baby.
That's the best points, eh? Bench points. How good are
bench
bench
points are great.
points?
They
when
rarely
on?
come
So
off
good.
like that well.
Especially when it's
Yeah,
like
they're the
8 plus or 7 plus.
Oh,
when it's
yeah.
like 4 or 5, you kind
So
of like,
whatever.
oh, it's okay.
Yeah. It's the worst
Yeah.
to leave points on your bench,
Yeah.
but it's the best to get them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You feel like you get away with murder. It's
Yeah.
like, oh,
And my pickups did quite well this week. Shah with a clean sheet, 6
Yep.
points. Sinistera with a goal. And yeah, Haaland obviously 9 points. Mitro just keeps scoring.
Mitro
5 points.
again,
We
dude.
are on fucking fire in this house.
Yeah.
it's crazy,
Seems like
man.
it.
Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, so I guess that wraps up points. Yeah.
Let's
Haaland
get
is
some
a scoring machine, though.
dude.
Before we move on, because we're not going to talk about him this
That
week.
floaty finish.
He jumps high, man.
Dude.
For a 6 foot.
I thought he was going to
11
knock
dude.
himself out on the crossbar.
I know.
I didn't think he was coming down. I was like, he's just going to
floated.
keep going out the stadium.
You know, like Ronaldo when he does those crazy jumps and
Yeah.
he just looks like he's hanging in the air. It was kind of like that.
It was like gazelle-like.
It was gazelle-like.
Yeah.
Anyway, very nice from him. Now let's move on. Marley G in the house
so
on
glad we're moving on
Snapchat.
from that. Jeez.
Snack chat. Okay, here's your phone back.
All right. So I've actually got a bit of a surprise. It's mainly fajito. You will see
Fajitos?
why.
As it is most weeks.
Like
isn't
a
it?
fajita.
So
better not be
just for
better
the
not be
snack, I just got a Kit Kat because I thought it might complement.
just got a Kit Kat.
But it's not just
That's-
a Kit Kat.
Yeah, it never
It's
is.
an extra large Kit
Big
Kat.
fat boy.
Yeah, it's big.
Okay.
It's big.
It's an OG.
Okay, you
it's
guys
an
have a
OG
little
start on
chocolate
that.
dose of this.
Look,
but
I think
I
this
don't
is,
even need to taste it.
yeah, this
but
is from the first season.
why it's exciting is, have you ever tried this wine, Hito?
Oh, Jesus.
So it's a Klopp and it's got a face
Oh, my God.
of Klopp on the bottle.
You know, I bought that as a gift for Hito.
No.
When he won the league, I bought him that wine.
Really?
Yeah, the
I
Klopp
just saw
wine.
it. Do you know what, though? I haven't
know.
tried it yet because I'm
Oh.
secretly waiting till either Liverpool win the league again or I win fantasy again. So it's never going to be open.
Yeah,
I hope
God.
it ages well.
I don't think Pinots are meant to wait on that long, but sure.
We'll see.
All right, the glugging's happening. I'll
Oh.
tell you my score on a Kit Kat. I'll just give you that classic take a break crack.
Oh.
Was it loud?
It was nice.
Okay.
It was very nice.
9.5.
Oh, wow. 9.5.
Yeah, Kit Kats are so good, aren't they?
Yeah. I'm going to give
Chocolate's my weakness,
you
man.
a 9.
Yeah, wow.
Just a 9. It's just solid.
Okay.
No one gives straight whole numbers.
Cheers, boys.
I know.
All right, let's try this Klopp wine.
Just there.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Let's try it.
All right.
So what is it? Pinot Noir. 2018.
Noir.
Good on the nose.
Mornington Peninsula, I think it comes from.
It does. It's an Aussie wine.
I actually really like it.
It's light. It's fruity.
Yeah.
Just like Liverpool.
There is a bit
It's
of
red,
there is
kind
a
of.
bit of a warning though. If you drink too much, you just rant and make excuses all the time. So
Or you start singing, "You'll never walk alone." I'm going to give it a 2 out of 10 because
really,
it's Klopp. It actually tastes pretty good.
it does, eh? Wow, we've got some dinging about. I think they just want to hear us talking about football.
I'm going to give it 6.9.
Okay,
Yeah.
decent.
That's high for Hito.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Oh, man, I'm madly chewing this Kit Kat. There's a problem. Okay,
Big fat cat.
top 5 games for this week. First one, let's start with United versus Arsenal.
Yeah. Wow, what a
I'm
fixture.
very surprised at the result here.
Very.
Yeah, I
was not
was.
expecting that at all.
But you know, we were
United are in
shocked
form.
when United beat Liverpool as well.
Yeah.
There seems to be a little
Or
bit of
drew.
momentum building.
Yeah.
Ronaldo out of the team.
I love the people keep screenshotting the minutes of Ronaldo and the minutes of Maguire, and it's like started on bench, and it's just like green
Yeah.
for both of them.
Oh, right.
It's so good.
I do want to say, I think it's mainly because Maguire's out than
Yeah.
Ronnie.
Oh yeah,
I'd say that too. I mean, Ronnie is a class goal scorer. No doubt about that. But
And-
yeah, let's talk about the people on the field.
Yeah.
Anthony,
What a debut.
wow. Straight in with a goal.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, like I was having, a bit of Sancho vibes. I was a little bit nervous
Yeah.
on Anthony. And, he's going to be probably one of the first pickups of this this game week on
Which
the
we'll
waiver.
get into later, yeah.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, like seeing that just makes me go, oh, and United's form and Rashi.
Yeah, I'm getting FOMO from being up top and not having a chance at
I
that.
know, me too, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, but what are you guys thinking on that?
Look, besides from Anthony, which we're going to talk about later, I thought Fernandez had probably one of the games of his season so far.
Yeah,
He was
agreed.
really, really good.
Oh, the ball he played to Rashi, man.
Insane. That was like KDB status.
I nearly said that.
Yeah.
We're in
Sorry.
sync tonight.
Yeah, Ericsson, what do you guys make of him?
He's getting forward.
Yeah.
Like I'm actually seeing him fairly far forward, like
playing
in
in
goal
that
scoring.
deeper role.
He is, but he's getting. I don't know. He just seems to be getting up there and having opportunities. Like I know he is deeper, but yeah, I mean he is a goal scorer himself and good from range. So I'm not saying that he's a pickup right now because he's not proving it with many points. He got an assist this week, I think. But I'm keeping an eye on him because if United go a little mental, yeah,
Especially if
you
you
want a
start
piece.
seeing
You want a piece of that.
Yeah, if you start seeing Casemiro start next to him, he's a lot more solid than McTominay. So they can leave Casemiro on his own more.
Yeah.
So that might allow Eriksen to go forward even more often.
I've been thinking, guys, what do you guys think about this argument that Martial owners should be worried at this point with
Rashi playing up
with
top.
Rashi playing so well up top, and also with Anthony coming in, Sancho's been playing pretty decent. Eriksen and Fernandes are still putting in the work. What do you guys think about that?
I would be nervous for sure. And especially off the bench at United, he's got a little bit of competition in Ronaldo. Ronaldo's not starting, and they do look better for that because there's obviously more pace and pressure at the front of the pitch. Sorry, I'm dying. But yeah, I think that now he faces a lot of competition.
Yeah. What are you doing?
He started rubbing his face, and I thought there was something on my face. You know when someone's looking at you and you're like, they're rubbing their nose as
Trying to tell you
subconscious.
something.
I was just listening intently.
So I just started rubbing my whole face, and then I think Hito thought I had a stroke.
I would say I'd only worried for the people who drafted Martial kind of high.
Yeah,
'Cause
as their second striker or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if someone just picked him up after he kind of came off the bench and back from injury, I wouldn't be too butthurt about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'd just be like, he got injured again. Fuck it, I'll throw it away. And pick someone else
I'd
up.
agree with that.
Because a little side combo before we move on to Arsenal, there are still quite a few interesting striker options. I know in our league there are some people have dropped Antonio. He scored this week. People are looking at Alvarez as a possible just option as a third striker.
100%. DCL's back this week.
DCL.
He's back from
There's
injury.
a few new signings that we'll talk about in a bit as well.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I know. I mean, there's definitely some options if you were to drop Martial. I mean, look, and that's again in a 7-man league, but I would be, I'd be nervous. I'd be nervous, that's for sure.
So let's talk about Arsenal.
Yeah, look, that was not what I was expecting from them. But I'll tell you who was he just looked great, was Martinelli.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
He's so lively.
What a goal.
Oh, my God. And then disallowed. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Devastating.
Yeah.
I don't have him, so it's fine. But yeah, he's looking really good.
Yeah, I think it's just a bit of a blip for Arsenal. They've obviously come across an informed United at the moment who have picked up confidence. And, the run had to end eventually. They were 5 on the trot or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
I know. It is Arsenal as well.
yeah.
Yeah, they love it.
But we will back them to back up again and go on a bit of a run because they still have good fixtures. I think the next 4 from memory are quite good. I think this was their only one that was...
Yeah, so they've got
Yeah.
Everton, Brentford. Oh, it actually does get a bit harder after that. Tottenham, Liverpool, Leeds, City.
So it's just slowing down now.
Yeah, we're on the back end of that good run. And look, they made the most of it. That's good. From them, it's a good... definitely a good performance. I mean, I just finished watching their All or Nothing on Amazon Prime.
Is it good?
It is good.
Yeah, I wanna watch
Arteta
it.
is interesting.
Yeah.
Not what I expected at all. He can get fucking mad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and honestly, he spends most of the time, whenever he goes to his halftime team talk where he has to be mad, he's got no voice. He loses his voice every time.
Oh, really? Because he's screaming throughout the game.
Yeah, I guess he screams so much throughout the game.
I'm not surprised it doesn't happen more often.
I know. I
Like-
think he is prone to it though. Even the doctor on the show or something's like, "Oh man, your voice is really bad at the moment." I guess he monitors it
Yeah.
in some way. But yeah.
Well, you would be. You'd be constantly on the training pitch, you're trying to yell at least 30
Yeah.
meters away.
Oh no, for sure.
Yeah.
It'd be hard. But yeah, his vocal cords are all fucked up. But there were certain things that are actually quite interesting from a fantasy perspective when you're watching those shows.
I bet.
You kind of understand more about Arteta's managerial style and the players he's going to trust to perform. And even I just remember hearing things about Smith Rowe. They were talking about Smith Rowe, and obviously he was playing quite well, but had been injured this start of this season and maybe not as much of an asset.
Yeah.
He's going to have to play himself in. But they love him.
Oh, yeah.
They love
Oh,
Smith
really?
Rowe there.
Interesting.
Yeah, they
Because
love
he
him.
really
They-
got out of favour.
They consider him and Saka the next big things. But then obviously as the season went on, he probably became a little more out of favour, and Martinelli was really in good
Yeah,
form.
so many-
And the thing is, they love him too.
Yeah.
So,
Who wouldn't?
It's really interesting to see how that now this season they've turned what kind of was a decent performer last year to being like they look much more clinical.
I'm just thinking about those fixtures that you were saying before.
Yeah.
And it actually could be a really great opportunity for some Arsenal owners to get a little bit of extra value. You know, maybe try and trade your Martinelli or your Saka because Arsenal have been going so well and getting someone that maybe you see a bit more potential in, or maybe someone that's
Got a good fixture run coming.
yeah, or even, you know, like try to get Son, for example. You know, Son owners must be, we'll talk about that later,
Yeah.
but they must be hurting right now, big time.
Yeah.
Big time.
The only thing for me with them is it's just like that little run of Spurs, Liverpool, Leeds, then City. But either side of it, you got Everton, Brentford. I said Leeds thrown in there. Then you come out of City going Southampton, Forest. Then you throw to Chelsea.
Yeah.
So they're kind of like scattered with good fixtures within the big ones. So, but I think that's a good shout though.
yeah,
It's
just
'cause-
something to think about.
Yeah. I think there's definitely like the value there to add for sure.
All right, let's move on to our next fixture.
Yeah, Bournemouth.
Wow. What a comeback.
Yeah. Dude, we're in fucking sync today, except for that fist bump high five we just did.
No, I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was sexual.
They went down like 2-0 to that penalty as well, that dive.
Oh, yeah. Fuck, that was brutal. But they really turned it on. They just lost, you know, the manager just got fired. I was really impressed to see that turnaround. I mean, no, I'm not like jumping on Billing, but fuck, what a fucking goal that was.
That was a cracker.
Dude.
That guy's just cashing it in. Billing.
It was so cash.
How goes the
as
commentator?
well.
I will eat my hat. Yeah. if I see a better goal than that. And then that overhead kick, I was like, where's the hat? buddy?
I was thinking the exact same thing, dude. I was like, yeah, you're not saying shit now. If I was the other commentator, I'd been like, dude, you better start chewing.
Dude, there was a few fucking bangers this weekend too.
Yeah.
I love that I'll eat my hat. That was so funny.
So good.
In your deeper man leagues, I feel like if Solanke is available, I think you got to jump on it if you've got that free spot.
I agree with you. The next run of fixtures for them is really nice. Obviously, they're still going to struggle a lot. They're definitely like one of the worst teams in the
Yeah.
league. But he scored like 17. It was like
No, it was a lot.
29
Yeah.
goals or something last year.
Yeah, he's got it in him. Like if Mitro can do it,
They've got Brighton, Newcastle, Brentford, Leicester, Fulham, Southampton.
there could be something there.
That's
for
not
him.
like
And he's
a
Chelsea
horrible-
youth, mate. And then there's nothing we do better than giving that shit away, and they
Yeah.
turn out to be fucking awesome.
Sell him to Liverpool.
And Liverpool reject, and then
Yeah,
and then he's all good.
we actually got some good money for him though. That's pretty nice.
Fuck off. Okay, yeah. And I think, you know, other than that, yeah, it was a goal and assist we didn't say about Solanke. So he got, you know, some decent points this week. Where did the other goal come from? Any idea? Billing
The
and-
other scorer
90 the
was
88th
Anthony.
minute.
Oh, Anthony,
Yeah.
that's right. And
He
he was
just
just
came
subbed
on.
on. Yeah, so he wasn't really a fantasy asset. But yeah, those kind of fixtures could mean that like 10-man leagues could really, you know, see some points from Bournemouth there.
Definitely.
Okay, let's talk about Brighton.
Wow.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
There was a crazy game I watched.
Yeah.
Like I flicked it on and I missed the Iniacho goal because it was after like 40 seconds.
Yeah, it was really early.
Turned it on. It was like a minute and a half in. I was like, how have I missed the goal? Like I was just setting up my Wi-Fi. And
Yeah.
How many times did you check the time on the clock? Were you like, did I miss the first half?
Yeah, I was like, is this last year's replay?
yeah, these highlights from last week before they've put the actual coverage on.
But yeah, it was like 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, and then Brighton just like, I mean, you always knew they were going to do it. They just turned it on.
They put the foot down.
Yeah. Trossard, filthy.
It
in
was
this game.
crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, absolutely filthy he was doing.
Yeah, man. There was something on the byline right after he'd scored his goal. And he like kind of...
Oh, and he got when he won the pen,
Yeah.
Yeah, just before that.
Yeah.
Though. And he like beats his man. I'm
and
like,
he's running out of play, and then
Yeah.
got tackled.
talk
Yeah,
about a man in form. Like,
Yeah.
You know when there's just so much confidence, they just start doing shit they don't normally do.
100%.
He looks great.
Yeah,
I want to shout out Caicedo.
Yeah, that was a good goal. Well
It was a
worked
great goal, and he
Yeah.
did a lot of other things during the game. And we're talking about draft here,
All
and
kind of things like, you know, ball boy, Did he grab the drinks for the boys?
Oh, you know, a bit of
Telling
oxygen.
people when they got shit on their face.
yeah.
It off.
But he honestly, like, really impressed me.
Can you tell me what position he plays? I really don't know him.
It looked like he was playing like a right winger role, or maybe like possibly even a.
He's in
wing.
they kind of play like 5 across the midfield with
Yeah.
wing backs. So he's kind of in that 3 of the midfield. So
Right.
they're all kind of like quite attacking. I think that he's more of a ball player than like Gross,
Yeah.
for example. So he's not going to be probably as much of an attacking midfielder. But Liverpool were rumoured to try and sign him.
Swoop him.
Right, so-
for that midfield position we wanted to get. So
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, he looked good in that game, no doubt.
I definitely would want to watch him with like the fixtures for the next 2 weeks for them, Bournemouth, Palace.
I just think that, you know, like once you get a team like this, like, you know, I don't want to offend any Brighton fans, but say like a mid-table Premier League team that is like in the top 4 at the start of the season,
Yeah.
they always seem to be there or thereabouts at the end. Like look at West Ham last year.
Yeah.
Like they just had that form. They continued it. Like,
but
you know, the confidence.
it definitely plateaus. Right?
Yeah.
Like it's so often that we see like those mad runs. I mean, obviously Leicester winning the league, that never happened.
Yeah.
But for me, what happens is there's a really sharp start to the season. They're in form. They're playing really well. They're taking down big dogs. And then all of a sudden it kind of gets to the back end of the season and it just seems to fade away.
I think the last 10 game weeks for sure, but like we saw West Ham up there most of the season. Like they were.
It's just because of Europe, they kind of got a bit
like,
tired.
I feel like Brighton actually can carry on a bit of this form.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's one or two ways. There's the team that like gets in that top 4 and then they drop to like kind of 6, 7, 8 and they hold it there. Or there's the team that just like really outperforms and then they end up like down near the bottom by the end of the season.
I guess
But
we'll see.
So we'll see Arsenal down the bottom. At
Yeah,
some point.
I mean, that's a drop.
They're really
That's a drop.
outperforming.
Yeah, that's the part I didn't talk about, the all or nothing. It's
Yeah.
mainly focused on nothing. Yeah,
Boys,
look,
we've got to talk about disallowed goal. McAllister's
oh my
fucking
God.
screamer.
From a mile out, just fucking
Absolute
spanked it.
banger.
Mate, that would be eating 2 hats for that dude,
Yeah,
if
I
that was
know,
a real
yeah,
goal.
I know.
That was insane.
Yeah.
I can't believe Hat Chat's back this week.
Yeah.
Oh, where? I didn't see it.
No, eating the hat.
Oh, yeah.
It's a theme.
I was like, where was the hat?
Yeah, look, that was amazing. And then he fucking goes on to score that free kick, which was, I mean, eat the hat again.
Yeah.
And
then
that
takes
was
the
in the
pen.
90th minute, and he took that pen.
Yeah.
Like he got that opportunity.
Shout out to BD White, actually. Jumped on him.
Did he?
For this game
Good.
week.
He scored, right? Didn't he?
Huge
He
points.
got some sort of return in the last couple game weeks. I seem to remember.
Yeah,
his
well,
name.
he scored 2 penalties before this.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
so
this week
he
had
got
a
10
whole-
points last week.
Yeah.
And he got 11 2 weeks before that.
Yeah. So he was on pens for Brighton.
Yeah.
Look, that's impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, he is seeming like a pickup, but you know, I guess you get on them while they're on form. I wouldn't expect him to carry on. Let's talk about the
Disagree,
last
just for the
game.
record. I reckon he's going to be up there.
All right. Brentford versus Leeds.
Yeah.
There's only one man to talk about.
Ivan.
Ivan Toney.
Ivan
Fuck, he
The
looked so
calmness
good.
when you're on a hat trick to dribble past 2 players
Yeah.
and fucking chip 2 more players for
know.
your hattie.
It was absurd.
I was like, boy's got ice.
Yeah, I know. Well, the way he takes his pen too, just like, okay.
He
no
just,
worries.
he'll just wait.
The free kick
Yeah.
as well.
Oh my
Well,
god.
he can
my
do it all.
God.
It's a fire.
At first, you're like,
hat-trick.
oh, okay. He kind of just like threw the keeper off and went the other way. But then it shows you the angle behind him as he kicks it and you see the bend on it.
It was a mad free kick. Again,
Spicy.
Eat your hat. Like
Eat
this
your-
guy's eating hats
Dude,
all week.
three-
He's got to be out of hats.
Dude.
Yeah.
He's going to be in hospital. Like, seriously. They need to remove some hats out of his stomach.
Brentford should really like be another team that people should be jumping on. If they
Dude,
haven't
we've been
already.
shouting him out. Hey,
We
like,
fucking did, but then
Yeah.
nothing happened.
Like even Visser, you know, like
dude,
he's such a good
off
prospect.
the bench, man.
Yeah.
2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, right.
Scoring goals.
Yeah.
And then obviously,
What's boy got to do to get a start in this fucking team, right?
I know.
Well, they're just on fire. Like, and Mbeumo looks so good this year
Yeah.
too.
He looks good.
like he's finishing really well.
Not hitting the post like last year.
I know he missed the post this now. That was probably would have hit the post last year.
Slotted.
That was slotted. Yeah, no, that was a very impressive game from them. And I guess on the lead side of thing, I did want to actually talk about it. 'Cause, I mean, there's 2 goals there.
Yeah.
But Sinistera, who
Well taken goal.
Yeah, nice goal. He was kind of brought in as a replacement for Rafinha.
Slotted
Was
that in
injured.
so well.
And is only just kind of getting his work into the team now. For me, I'm like eyes wide open on him, dude. Like they didn't spend as much money as they did on him to have him on the bench.
Yeah.
And,
No, definitely
And
not.
that finish was nice. So I was like, oh fuck. I mean, I did pick him up because I had to drop. Well, I thought I had to drop Rodrigo. Anyway, I dropped Rodrigo thinking, cool, we'll get his replacement, and he got scored, so it worked out well.
Oh, for sure. Let's have a quick chat about Bamford. I think the owners have been
Miss of
hitting
the
me up.
season, dude.
They've been hitting me up on the socials about what to do with them.
Paddy B.
So it's a great opportunity. What do you guys think?
He just doesn't look that good right now.
Is he still injured or he's back from injury now?
He's back.
For what?
I don't know
20 minutes?
what amount
A 20-minute
of time.
appearance?
But it does say that he's like yellow on fantasy.
I think it's gone now.
Remember
Is
that
it?
year?
Yeah, played
with
45 mins.
Remember that year? I think it was our first year podcasting that I had Antonio, and like he'd be injured, and then he'd come back and score, and you're like, "Fuck, what do I do?" But Bamford's not even scoring,
No.
so he's super injured.
And there's a lot of goal scorers in that Leeds team at the moment. Like
Yeah.
that season that Paddy B was set alight, like he was pretty much the main focus. But
Yeah.
there's so much more to Leeds now.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. And there's different manager, different style.
Yeah. The only change is now that Rodrigo's out. If Paddy B comes back off the back of that 45 mins and starts against Forest, United, Villa, Palace, maybe could build a little bit of form to warrant him being in the starting 11
I
again.
definitely like that thought. Just wait and see, at least until the Norwich game. Like, what's
Norwich.
it?
Norwich.
Oh, Nottingham.
Oh, sorry,
Forest.
Nottingham
Next
Forest.
game.
Next
Like, you
year.
want to see how he
Next
goes
year.
for that game?
Pookie. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I'm just saying.
You wanna
see
see
how
how
he
it
goes for
goes.
that game. If it was me, there's no way I'd drop him before that fixture. Based off what you just said, I think it's.
And would you
it's a
be
valid
picking him
point.
up before that fixture?
No.
No.
Well, not me personally, but I am pretty stacked on strikers.
Yeah.
I think that if there's someone better available, I'd just be dropping him. I'm a bit ruthless though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you got to pick up Aubameyang.
Yeah.
If Aubameyang's an option, like,
Easy. Yeah.
pretty easy choice. Okay, that's enough on that. Let's get into a new segment.
We've got a lot of new segments
There's
this
a new
year.
segment every
we're just
week.
we're just refining it, boys. We started
Yeah.
out, we're taking it back to the drawing board. And we're going, boys, what can we workshop here? Let's try and fix this up. What can we do?
The beauty of it is we're just trying to improve constantly. That's what
Yeah.
you get with the Draft Boys.
That's
Just
it.
the search for perfection never fucking ends.
Yeah.
And Hito this week came to us with something new, and I'm going to let him explain it because only he understands it.
Can I just say
So
that,
it's just me talking for 5 minutes.
that Whitey and I woke up to a voice message from Hito.
Yeah, it never happens.
Saying like, boys, I got this new segment. Listen. And it was like 45 seconds of him like talking about this.
Yeah.
Tell us about it, Hito.
Okay, so the new segment is called Stop, Drop, and Hold.
Oh, stop, drop, and roll.
So-
I thought he was going to say roll, man.
I have to tell my brain really
what's
consciously. Stop is stop sleeping on these bitches.
bitches?
Yeah.
Shit, he's getting fiery today.
So this is who you're sleeping on. Stop sleeping on these boys. You got to pick them up. Put them on your watch list. Open up your eyes. Second, drop. Pretty straightforward.
drop or trade.
Yeah, drop or trade. So it's
Okay.
like out of your team. So
Yeah.
who do you want to move out of your team?
Yeah, yeah.
And then hold is just a little bit of, confidence that we can give you guys that you've made a good choice previously. It might not be paying off just yet, but don't panic.
Just wait.
Maybe wait a little
Hold.
bit longer.
And later, you can panic and you can roll.
And then you can yeah, then
That's
you can
where roll comes in.
Yeah, roll the fuck out of the way.
Yeah, roll out. Okay, let's start. So do we just go through one at a time? Do we start with stop?
Let's start with stop.
Okay. Stop sleeping.
Stop sleeping.
Who are we sleeping on first?
The person I want to bring up first is Brendan Johnson.
Okay. Yeah. So we've mentioned him before.
We
You
have
drafted
mentioned
him.
before. I did draft him.
Yeah. And you decided to keep him instead of Awafemi?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, won't he?
Because I didn't do too much.
Is that it?
Yeah.
A Wonye? A Wonye?
Oh, yeah. I'm blending.
I don't know.
I think you're blending No.
Phoebe? From
what-
the old Bournemouth striker?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, who was that big
Benicophobe?
unit that was in like,
Benicophobe or
the
something like that?
massive guy. Remember
Yeah.
there was that massive guy who played the championship?
Yeah, it's
And
Jack, dude.
every now and then he'd play against,
Oh
Premier
no,
League team.
Aka. Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Who am I talking about?
2 leagues down or something.
Oh yeah, but he
yeah,
comes.
Afakamwe or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. What a
Yeah,
I
segue,
think
dude.
that one.
Let's get back to stop sleeping on Brennan Johnson.
Brennan Johnson.
He's on pens.
He's on pens. He scored a pen this week. Pretty straightforward. But he scored, 3 weeks ago from open play. And
Good on him.
I don't think they're going to be great defensively, but for the next few weeks, they've got Leeds, Fulham, Leicester, Villa, Wolves. Not
Are
too
you worried
bad
about
fixtures.
rotation, considering they signed 20?
They have signed so many, but I think he's a bit of a gem.
Yeah,
Like
because
he's
he
their
did
kind
bring
of
him
like,
up.
Yeah, he's
You
kind
know.
of their like golden boy. He's like 21. And I just think he's going to be nailed in that spot, and it'll be the new strikers that rotate around him.
He's a pretty good-looking guy as well. I've
He's
gotta
a good
say.
looking boy.
Yeah.
I basically only pick up good-looking people.
Yeah.
So the
I
other
need to counter your look somehow, mate.
people we're
Try to pick up
stopping
KDB.
on, we've already mentioned, so I think we can briefly touch on them, is Visser, Sinistera, and McAllister.
Yeah,
Probably McAllister more. He might not
Yeah.
have been picked up yet.
definitely.
Yeah. I would say Sinistera wouldn't have been picked up.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I took a long shot on him. He
Do you
hadn't
reckon
done
that's
anything.
a long shot?
He hadn't done anything.
He scored the week before, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah.
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think some people would still be sleeping on him a little bit.
That's
Like
true.
they might be waiting.
Actually, yeah, it's sleeping.
Yeah, who are you
sorry.
sleeping on? Like,
Yeah, yeah, so he's
just
sleeping.
don't wait any longer.
Yeah,
now.
pull the fucking trigger.
Pull the
Chick,
trigger.
Chick,
That's-
boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what draft's about, making transfers.
Yeah, it really is.
Get 'em in, get
I
'em out.
know. I'm active this year.
So, moving into our second section of this, drop.
Yeah.
Who are you dropping?
My first one on the list is Firmino.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, you're saying because Darwin's back.
Darwin's back, Jota's back.
Hmm.
Firmino looked really good when he came off the bench.
He did, didn't he?
So it's not like the worst thing in the world, but I just worry now that there's 3 forwards to rotate between.
Nah.
He's just going to favour Darwin or Jota.
I agree completely.
He dropped into midfield when he came on. We played like 4 attackers, but I just don't think it's worth holding with the forward options out there. Like,
Okay, but can I set the scene here? You're probably one of the better players in your league. You have picked up Firmino because you pay attention. You've got some serious points. He's looking real spicy. Now, can you trade him and take some fucking advantage of someone? Just a real filthy trade rate based on his form.
Look, I don't know who these people are that are playing in leagues that would take that. But if you've got someone in your league like that, take advantage.
Yeah.
Do it.
we got
100%.
off that, we've got to shout out our boy Will.
Oh,
He got offered Watkins for him before this game week or the week before.
He snap him up.
Yeah. snapped him up.
Beautiful.
that's great pickup.
Yeah. I think Firmino.
Shout out to Will.
Yeah.
Will I?
What a trade. What a trade. I was like, dude, you got to take it longer term. Like, even if Firmino might get another game, still Everton coming up.
So good.
I was like, dude, you just got to do it for long term. Like, Firmino's going to stop playing.
Let's talk about an old Liverpool boy. We got Coutinho on this list.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, he's
Seen
not
enough?
looking good. I mean,
I just think there's so many more options out there. Like, the boys were talking about, Sinistera, McAllister, all these other mids coming into the league.
Yeah, Caicedo.
I just don't think you could sit on him.
Yeah.
anymore.
I'd agree with that for sure. But did you see the goal he scored that was like...
Oh,
Disallowed.
It was gypsy.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't even... It was like after the play. Like he
Yeah,
just,
someone-
the
he came
whistle
from
got
offside-
blown
he
or
came
something.
from offside.
Yeah.
I think
He
City
just-
kind of stopped. As
He
well.
just shot though. No, there's no way they were doing anything about it. It was like top bins. It was filth.
Yeah.
It got me excited for a second.
Yeah, old days, old days.
Old days.
You never
But
know.
yeah.
The form might come back, but I just don't see if you drop him. I don't think anyone else in your league's really going to make a move on him.
No, me
No.
neither.
So I think you got time to wait for it to come back.
100%. Okay, let's move on to a controversial one. I didn't put his name on here, but Sonny.
I put it there just for the conversation, and we probably will be talking about this a bit later in our fan question. But I feel like you could maybe try and get some value there. If actually, I don't even know what I'm saying. I really worry for Son owners. I really do, and I'm trying to hold out my opinion for this fan
Really?
question.
Okay.
But I feel like what I said before, like just try to get a Martinelli or try to get someone.
A Martinelli swap for Son. I don't know, man.
Why not?
He scored 250 points last season.
Can he do it again though?
Yeah, but even if he scores 200, he does pretty fucking well. He's got an assist. He's on his way.
Yeah, I don't know.
Getting some starts. You know, those 2 points, they add up.
I'm putting it out there. I'm feeling getting value for him.
I look, I understand like the idea of cashing in on him, but I just don't think Martinelli's a big enough draw for me. I'd like Martinelli. But
Throw someone else in there.
yeah,
maybe
exactly.
maybe
I'd be
talking.
trying for more.
Yeah, like Martinelli and a little defender or something like that. But
Big defender. Yeah, think Robbo or something.
like
that.
Ben Mee size.
Yeah. Oh, Ben, mate, he's huge.
what about Havertz? I put him on the list as well. It's
Because you were shouting out last pod
Yeah.
to get rid of him.
Yeah.
You were
This
done.
is-
You were done with him.
yeah.
And then he
Did he
scores.
He scored.
Yeah, he
Did you
scored.
drop him?
Yeah.
No, I put him on my bench.
Yeah. So how are you feeling now after?
I'm still not confident because Orba's coming in.
That's true.
He came off the bench and scored it. So it wasn't like he started. And Tuchel has got Aubameyang in for a reason.
And there's Broha as well.
And Broha was supposed to start this game.
I don't get why he's not getting more minutes.
So who plays? Then there's more competition behind Orba. Then hey, so you got Gallagher, Mount, Sterling, Bully.
I reckon Gallagher's played like his last game for a while.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, Tuchel was
Really?
not happy with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he wasn't, eh? He came off pretty early.
Yeah, I saw some footage of like Tuchel reacting to him on the ball,
Oh, really?
and it didn't look great. Sometimes managers get it in their head that they're the problem, or
Yeah.
like that player is the problem.
Yeah.
It felt like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. We'll go on to our hold section here. Wait, what was the verdict on Havertz? We dropping?
Well, I'm trying to trade him,
Okay, all right. He's a trade.
but I still don't think he's a bad pick.
No.
I just don't think that. I want to try and consolidate. I want to try and
He's
give.
probably going to have more minutes taken away from him now. So if you can
Yeah.
pick up or trade for someone that's got guaranteed starts,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably
he's definitely
more
not as
interesting.
valuable. Okay, let's talk hold.
hold. First on my list is Brighton defense.
Just as a whole.
Yeah, just as a whole, we called it out. I've been very vocal about it the last few weeks about picking up defenders, and they had like a few good weeks in a row. They had 3 clean sheets in a row. Last 2 games, they've not kept a cleanie. They've conceded quite a few. But I think the next 2 fixtures, Bournemouth, Palace,
Decent.
you still want to hold through that. I think that's still really good options. Then they have Liverpool, Spurs, which is a bit rough, but then they have Brentford, Forest. So I think 4 out of the next 6.
But they're looking good against a good
They
team.
do look
and
good.
like you put Liverpool in there, but I don't think that's really fair because Brighton are better than Liverpool.
Probably
I
at the
think-
moment.
It could be.
Could be, mate.
Yeah.
I can see us having trouble against their defence. So
Oh, 100%.
I would just be saying, after our big talk about Brighton defenders, I wouldn't be panicking if you still had them and hold them for a bit more.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about our other hold options here. I mean, this one seems very obvious to me, but we'll say it. Salah. I think you hold.
Yeah.
Just see what happens.
You got to hold. Like, look, Liverpool haven't had a penalty so far this year. And
Yeah.
you know that he's probably going to bury, one eventually coming up.
Yeah.
And I think, as soon as he sees the back of the net, he might start finding it a bit more.
The
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
Nostradamus over here.
Yeah, I'm trying.
The interesting thing for me with Salah, I was reading or listening to a podcast the other day on Liverpool, and they're talking about how the teams have evolved over this season with trying to now put a proper front man up there, and even with Jota playing since he's arrived. Like, we've really shifted away from that false 9 that we were famous for with the front 3 that allowed Mane and Salah to fucking go in behind. Now with a more of a target man up front or trying to play in behind, the wingers are asking to be played a bit wider than normal.
Yeah, he's
And I've noticed that, like, Salah's definitely sitting really wide. He's popping in central a little bit, but he's really fucking wide out
Yeah.
in a lot of the games. So I just am interested to watch that over the next few weeks just to see how that develops and if that change of formation and tactic results in Salah just not being as
Prolific.
Yeah.
Good word, eh?
Because if he's so far
sorry.
away, like, but then again, it depends. If Nunez doesn't kick off, if Jota comes back slow, what does the system change to suit that? But I think that's
Yeah.
interesting that it's now
Bobby.
maybe.
Yeah, Bobby, baby.
Yeah.
But, I feel like Nunez could probably play in that way, the way Bobby did.
I don't think he's got the creativity, personally.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
he's
I
a
think he's
target
just such
man.
a-
He can
Yeah.
hold up the ball, though.
Little hold-up play, but I don't think he's got the pass.
I think it's more
That
about
final.
whipping in crosses for
Kane
him.
would be so good for you guys. Because that's what Kane does so
Yeah,
fucking
plays
well.
that.
Can you imagine?
He's that combo
with
of the
Salah?
false nine. As
Kane would be
well
good
as-
for anyone, though.
Yeah,
Let's face
no
it.
doubt, no doubt.
False nine as well as
Yeah.
actually the goals.
Okay.
Oh god,
I've got something caught in my throat.
tiramisu.
Let's talk about Chilwell because I
Oh.
think it's a perfect week to talk about it.
Yeah.
You know, he's come off the bench.
What
Goal
a
and
fucking
assist.
goal, man.
That touch, deft as fuck.
Eat yo hat.
I call it daff.
That's a new segment. We got to have a
Eat
new
your hat.
segment. Eat your hat.
Eat your hat.
Look, man. I mean, I'm the Chilwell owner in the group here. I benched him.
What are you doing?
First time I benched him because I was like, why not play him? He might just, if he doesn't play, he doesn't play. And then he
I'd be
kept coming
trying
on
to.
late.
I'd be target the Cucurella owner if I was you. I'd be trying to get him.
Trying to get Kooks.
Set the double up.
It solves your issues.
Yeah, it probably does. I mean, we did talk about it last week. I think I just forgot about it, but I think I will do that. Yeah, look, Chile looks like he just is such a goal scoring threat.
Yeah.
but he's so unassuming. Like when I watch him, there's an ease about what he does. I guess
Yeah.
that makes it. You don't always think he's going to score, but that obviously comes off his head. Fucking great goal, managed to finish, gets the assist as well. Such a calculated ball in too. Like, I don't know if he just really looked up and placed it right at Havertz, which, you see so many fucking wing backs just bombing them in. They don't look. Aspilicueta, for example. Oh my God. If it gets past the first defender, you're lucky. I love him, but he can't cross. But yeah, regardless, look, I think he is a hold. And I think I might have said otherwise if you hadn't have done that. But for me, Cucurella hasn't really, really impressed. He has been driving forward. He has looked very inconsistent, though. He's done some really bad passes, resulting in a red card, or a second yellow for Conor Gallagher the other week. And for me, he's just not looked great.
If Chilwell doesn't earn a start after that cameo appearance, I don't know what the fuck Tuchel's doing.
I don't know either.
Because honestly, Chilwell has probably been one of our best players in that position for a while. I know Alonso was great. I'm not denying that.
Yeah.
But, Chilwell is awesome as
He's
well.
just up and down the pitch more. He gives us a bit more defensively and, he's got more energy. So, yeah, for me, now I'm saying it's a hold, and I like that shout from you. Anyone who owns Chile, go after Cucurella. And hopefully, you get some double-up points there.
Like it.
Yeah.
The final one I want to bring up
one
to you
more.
guys is the Harrison and Arison chat.
Harrison chat.
Obviously,
Listen, chat.
like for me, I think Harrison is a little bit better of a prospect, so it's a bit more of a hold. But I wanted you guys to talk about those two as a whole and, how maybe Aronson owners might be feeling a little bit butthurt right now.
I think my opinion of Aronson was formed very much by the Chelsea game. He was amazing in that game. But since then, Leeds have not really performed the way we thought they were going to because they did so well against Chelsea.
Yeah.
In my opinion, to be honest, they press teams that want to hold the ball really well. But when they're playing against maybe some of the worst, the teams that aren't as good, that aren't holding the ball as much, that benefit that they have from that really high press is not really as much value. So for me, I'm like, well, are they actually more value against teams like, say, United or someone that they're just going to fucking press the shit out of and they'll catch them out with a mistake? I don't know. Anyway.
That's a really good point.
I've been meaning to make that. But Aronson, for me, like even in this last game against Brentford,
Yeah.
he really was not that involved.
He was really hidden.
Yeah, he just looked out of the game.
Does it worry you at all that his sole goal came from basically a keeper fuck up?
For sure.
That's a worry for me.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, I think that's what I was saying. Like, I base so much of what I thought of him off of how he played in that game. Even though that goal was earned the way it was, his pressing and his quality on the ball in that game was amazing. It's one of those players that you like. He passes the eye test. You know? Like when you're playing in a league where you're not watching games and not seeing players actually play, you think, oh, that guy has to fucking perform.
Yeah.
But he's not. So
what I'm hearing is Arison is probably a drop and Harrison is a hold.
yeah, look, I'd say that.
Yeah?
I'd say that. I mean, I'd be really curious to see how they play against their next big team.
Yeah.
Well, I'd be holding for this fixture against Forest.
Yeah, check
think
it out.
that's a
One more,
good
give him
one.
one last
I
shout
think that's a good fixture to hold.
to judge it. Yeah.
Unless there's a decent transfer
Should
you're
be at
picking up.
home
If
as
you're
well.
picking up Anthony on the waiver,
yeah.
like drop, and
Yeah.
they're your worst player. But yeah.
Okay, let's get into the new stuff, new transfers.
Yeah. So we were always going to do this, but I know Michael Pinto shouted out and he wanted us to rank all the new signings and who to prioritize.
This is a listener?
a listener, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
So yeah, we were going to do this new transfer section, and I think our first conversation is
Well, it's more deadline day. This is deadline day.
deadline
chat.
day. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, that.
Yeah, last week or so.
Yeah.
Deadline, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll do an actual specific rank, but we'll have a conversation about it all.
Yeah, he wanted us to rank, the new players coming in, in order. And like for me, looking at it right now, I don't think it's really worthwhile doing it past maybe 2 players because
We don't know
I'll
the
rank
teams.
1 and 2.
Yeah, and we don't know if you need a defender or a mid or a forward. So let's kick off the conversation with Orba versus Anthony.
Yeah, I think that's really the question.
So what do you guys think?
Well, it's not my problem. I'm coming first, so I'll never get to pick it up. So fuck you guys. I'm leaving.
I think that you've got some opinions about
I have
Orba.
so
I'd
many
love to
opinions,
hear
man.
them.
Oh, I
Okay.
turned that one around.
All right, little
Oh, wow.
bipolar boy over here.
Yeah,
is gonna
okay,
kick it off
okay.
here.
Okay, as I said,
What you got?
all or nothing Arsenal.
Oof.
Orba does not come off well. I'll put it
Putting
that
it
way.
lightly.
He rocks up in a gold Lambo. He's just like all about his haircuts. Honestly, to me,
He's a cunt.
he's just about the money.
Yeah.
He's just about the money.
Well, he's in the right place then.
Well, yeah, no, fucking good job. So yeah, look, I definitely have my worries about him, and it kind of goes back to Lamps.
Yeah.
Lamps brings in this young team. They're all gelling, and look, he couldn't he couldn't carry it from a manager's perspective, I guess, and he was very stuck to playing the way he wanted to play. Tuchel inherited that team and won a Champions League with it, and they were very good, very cohesive.
Wow, you're going deep here.
The next season, Lukaku comes in.
Fuck shit up.
An ego, a big fucking ego that's not going to do what the manager says. And look what happened. He didn't do anything that the manager says. He caused heaps of trouble within the team. We went through a horrible period. His fault. I blame him. Anyway, this season, it's not been so great. We need to fill in roles, but now we're bringing in another one of these fucking egos. Like our team is, if you look at it, there's not huge egos in there at the moment. Like it's still a lot of young guys. Like,
Yeah.
maybe Ziyech is a bit of, an issue, but he's too fringe to worry about. But Aubameyang will come in and everyone's going to be like, I just feel like he's just going to go against the team. He's going to be another Lukaku.
Everyone will have gold Lambos.
I'm thinking about it
next
now,
week.
and like
Mount. He's just like, I better get rid of my Fiat.
the person
He
that
looks like a Fiat driver.
N'Golo's finally going to sell his Mini Cooper.
yeah.
like the person that should have the biggest ego is like Thiago Silva, but he's so humble about
I
his
know, dude.
what he's achieved in his career. And yeah, I think it is stressful, but I think Orba has that pizzazz about him where, he could be that one season wonder before all of that stuff kicks off.
Well, why did Barca just let him go?
Books, man.
Books, they needed
Because they bought
to.
in fucking Lewandowski.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, but like...
and he would have been on fuckloads of money, Orba.
But those ego things, I think if Chelsea get off to a good start with him there, I think he could be really, really dynamite this year. Maybe next year that all of these things will happen.
Yeah, look, he probably will be undroppable if he gets off to a quick start. And I think in that circumstance, like, you have to go for him because, you can drop him. He is obviously the third striker. Like, if you're coming last and you're first on the waiver wire, there's no real risk.
But he's such a finisher, man.
Yeah, I know. I agree. Look, I think maybe I'm against it. I'm negative against him signing for Chelsea.
I know,
probably.
but I just want to get back to FPL prospect.
I know. I fucked that up.
No, I like it. But Anthony scored, which makes a massive dilemma. So talk to us about Anthony.
Well, before we wrap up on Orba, I just want to quickly say some stats about him.
Please.
So last season, 38 games across EPL, Spain, Europa, EFL Cup, 20 goals, 3 assists.
Okay, that's pretty good.
20 fucking goals in 38 games is solid.
And to be fair, that first half of the season, he only scored 4 goals and 1 assist in the EPL, right?
In 14 games, and then he got 11 in 17 in La Liga.
La Liga's a little bit of a different breed.
It
have
is,
a lot of
but it's
friendly.
still
like he's
but he's
unproven
in,
in
but he's
the
in
Prem.
form too. Like it's just the form is there.
Yeah. But what about the break and enter thing? That's going to fuck a bitch up.
Yeah.
He's not going to sleep well at night.
Yeah, maybe.
You got to really dive deep when it comes to fantasy, man. You got to know what's going on behind the...
Gotta have private eyes, just fucking following every player around.
Okay, look, I think I fucked us around
okay.
enough on
I
all,
want
but
to
yeah.
know. I want to know. Compare them to Anthony stats. Give us what he did last year.
So Anthony last year, he played 33 games, got 12 goals, 10 assists.
Okay, that's
So 23
Midfielder
games in the
12 assists.
Eredivisie, 8 goals, 4 assists. Champions League, got 2 goals, 4 assists. And in their cup game, league over there, he got 2 goals, 2 assists. So it's 8 goals in the league, 4 assists. It's not crazy numbers in quite an easy league.
Yeah.
To be fair, I like the 2 Champions League goals and 4 assists there.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's quality. But
I think for me, it comes down to who's in your current team, whether you need a forward or a midfielder more.
That's it. That's
For
the
me,
argument.
that's the argument. Like,
Yeah.
exactly. For me, it would be Anthony.
Yeah.
I would pick him up because my
Yeah.
mids are not as where I
Yeah.
want them to be.
I couldn't pick up either because mine are just so good.
Yeah, mate. I think you got Havertz to drop, buddy.
Definitely would drop Havertz.
Yeah.
For Orba.
I know. I feel like we're copping up by not choosing someone. Like what? Okay.
someone
fuck
who's
the whole-
proven, someone who's not proven.
Who's going to get more points? Who's going to get more points this season?
I'll call it now. I'll say Orba.
Yeah,
I'm going to say Alba too.
I'm going to say Orba too.
Just because I think United will have a few ups and downs, and I think Chelsea will kind of just stay a bit stagnant.
For me, the fact that Anthony scored 8 goals last year in the league. Year before that, he got 9 goals. Like, it's not... I think Alba can score more goals.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
He's a forward,
Yeah.
obviously, less points, but I think Alba could come in and score for like 15.
Okay.
Okay, boys. So let's keep this quick, but let's talk about some of those other players that have come in here. There's quite a few names.
Yeah.
Fulham,
There's one you definitely want to talk about there.
Oh, God.
Your old boy, Willian.
William's back. He's
William
back in the
Borges.
Prem. I just borderline want to pick him up just for nostalgia, but then I realized I'm actually a good fantasy
And he
player.
went to Arsenal in between.
Yeah.
So he kind of...
Well, he did nothing at Arsenal. He did nothing at Corinthians.
Except those like 4 assists in the first game.
Yeah, he got a hat
Remember that?
trick. Yeah, or whatever, quadric. Yeah, look, and he's done nothing since.
Yeah.
No.
I don't have his exact stats in front of me. I know they're really bad. Corinthians obviously just let him go.
But Fulham are playing good.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, he's going to be a sub. I think it was a bit of a panic buy.
Possibly. And I mean, then they
Just for depth, because they've got Harry Wilson out. They've
I
got
think it's
another
just-
winger out
I think
too.
it's just some depth.
He's just depth.
And then they signed
An
Dan
option.
James, who can play in similar positions.
Yeah, and I think that Dan James will be preferred. I think Dan James is interesting, but like the thing is, he was at Leeds, now he's at Fulham. Fulham are in a bit of form, but so are Leeds. Like, he wasn't doing that much at Leeds. Maybe a new system will...
I'd want to watch. I'd want to watch.
I'd want to watch. What about Vinicius?
He was old Tottenham boy.
Old Tottenham boy, yeah.
Carlos.
It was very much on the fringes at Tottenham.
He's a winger, right?
Yeah.
What did he do since... Does anyone know what he did since...
I don't think he's done too much, but
My
like it's
boy
just like
Heat's
he's not
look it
my
up for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing that's really exciting me, to be honest.
Look, there's nothing really outside of those big, you know.
Well, I'd say the next exciting thing would be Morpay.
Yeah,
Like,
think
I
it's-
watched that game on the weekend. I don't know if you guys watched it, the derby.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He
he looked
actually had
good.
some really decent chances, and Everton
Yeah.
actually looked good.
I actually thought he was kind of shit.
Really?
Oh, I love a
Yeah.
disagreement.
What, like because of
He
finishing?
didn't,
or-
yeah, he didn't play well. He could have scored. He took way too long and kicked it straight at Allison.
Yeah,
he
I
lingered on
agree.
a few layoffs. It was apparently the most shots he's ever had in one game, like 5 shots.
And DCL's coming back too.
But-
Like he's their golden boy.
but
Is he? How close is he?
I think he's like
Really close.
this game week may see some minutes.
But
what I'll say about Morpay is he does have some consistency in the Prem.
he does.
Yeah.
So you're a very hard marker.
I am a hard marker. So last year, he got 8 goals. Year before that, 8 goals. Year before that, 10 goals.
10 goals.
10 goals. So,
Something
yes,
as a
he
third
looked,
striker.
he looked shit in that one game. He's still adjusting to a new team, getting some confidence. But if he plays most games, he can get
So
He really
DCL's,
could. Roughly 8 goals
returning to
average.
training this week.
Okay. I will just say, just to vouch for him a little bit, I think that first game, and he's playing Liverpool, and he didn't look too bad, and to finish against Liverpool, it's a hard thing to do. So
I guess, yeah, and he's not been getting crazy minutes. I definitely think he's interesting. I don't really think anything else other than, maybe the new Wolves striker, but how injured? He got injured, right?
He got injured, but the funny thing is that they're talking about bringing in Diego Costa.
Oh my
He's been
God.
without a club since Jan.
I just got tingles.
Dude, fucking Costa. Can you believe that?
I think
on his day, he can be the best Premier League striker.
So he's
on
apparently
his
doing a
passport,
trial.
he's 33.
Yeah.
In real life, 67.
Yeah. He's that dude from that fucking Will Ferrell baseball movie. It's like the old Mexican baseball player that plays in the kids league or whatever.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Someone out there might. Someone out there might.
Okay,
But yeah. But that's a interesting one to watch. I kind of just very too quickly and then we'll move on. Ainsley Maitland-Niles going to Southampton.
Interesting.
I think that's a one just to keep an eye on. He's quite lively. Might get some, invigoration at a new team. And then Dendoncker going to Villa. I think that's a pretty solid signing. He
might benefit people around him.
But FPL worthy?
But he comes up with a few goals every now and again from Wolves. So
surely
I think
Morpay's got to be a
I know, but I'm
pickup.
thinking more in like the really deep leagues, like a midfielder. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I just kind of like him because they've always like been tempted by him every now and again, but he just pops up with a couple of goals.
I do know the Dendoncker temps.
Yeah,
I do know
there's
them.
that temptation.
Boys, I got to break this up. We've got fan questions to get to.
Okay, let's do it.
And they're not going to hear. They're going to have tuned out by now.
We've made him wait.
How long has it been?
We've made him wait.
55 minutes in, we got to get
All
going.
right, let's answer
Okay.
a couple of questions.
Let's quick
'cause
fire.
The boys sent them through, and I wish we had more time to go on. So Milan sent us a question. I just want to have a quick little segue. He sent us his league table. You guys wanted to see.
Oh, yeah,
where
that was
people
like
were.
the winner.
Yeah.
And,
So
the guy that didn't pick up. That was Milan,
that was
wasn't it?
Milan, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's coming, third, like tied second essentially. Oh no, tied first with 9 points.
So who's first?
So this Savside FC, Rocker My Socks Off, Da Winner, and Goozer's Gang. They're all on 9 wins.
Goozer's
'cause they
Gang.
play head to head,
Oh, shit.
which I'm so jealous about, by the way.
Can anyone remember what the teams we called out were? I know
Well-
Winner was one. I thought we actually said Pookie Blinders.
Well, that's Milan pointed something out today. Look at Pookie Blinders' total points. He's the highest scoring
191.
player, but he's lost every game bar one.
Savage.
What a stitch up that is.
What the
How is
fuck?
that even possible?
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I need to look at his team again.
Like he's just probably versed the person who's had the top points that week.
Yeah.
Like he must have been so unlucky
100%.
with the draw.
So annoying.
But anyway, his question is, Milan, was how many poor point returns do you take before you'll drop a player? So he's talking about JWP, Madison, Jimenez, and he's chucked in Watkins, even though I think Watkins is probably out of this discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd leave him out. Like, yeah. Anyway,
What do you guys do? Are you like 3
I don't
to 5?
have a number though. It's very fixture based.
It is, isn't it?
It's fixture based. It's what's on the bench. Like I would never be like, you've got 3 more chances, Watkins, because in that time you're done.
Well, I'll argue that I'm going to give Aronson 1 more chance this week, and then
Yeah.
that's it.
But that's
Yeah.
based on a fixture.
So,
Yep.
boys, for example, let's look at Madison.
Yeah.
Okay. They've got Villa, Spurs, Forest, Bournemouth, Palace, Leeds, Wolves.
You say it too fast.
No,
I can't process
I'm
it.
with you.
really solid.
Yeah.
Villa, Spurs, Forest, Bournemouth, Palace, Leeds, Wolves.
You said it just as fast.
Mate,
That's like 7 fixtures. Really good. If he's done nothing in those 7, I would start considering, what do I do?
And he had a slow start to last season, if you don't if you remember.
I do, yeah.
Because I think everyone was a bit like, oh, Matto, not looking that good. And then
Yeah.
he just went fucking on fire.
He did.
You don't want to drop him
For me, he's too good. It's only if it goes something that drastic, whereas the next 7 he just blanks completely. I would start thinking about it. I wouldn't be like, let's pull the trigger.
You know, someone kind of got away from our drop chat before.
Who?
Vardy.
Vardy. Yeah.
Vardy's not scored a goal yet.
No.
And benched this week.
Yeah, bench this week too.
Very good pickup there, yeah. Because
So-
Iniacho started
Yeah,
with
Iniacho.
Daka.
I know.
And they looked all right.
they both
to be
scored.
honest.
And then that just brings us back to forwards being available.
Yeah.
Again. It's a weird season for forwards for me. It feels
yeah.
like there's a lot.
I think it's a weird season generally.
It
Like,
is
people underperforming who are big dogs.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Just to round it out, I'd say, Milan, you're stuck with JWP because once you got him, you just got to play him, unfortunately,
Exactly,
to
you
get your
can't.
140, 150.
Yeah, exactly.
But I would say Jimenez, to me, looks like a drop.
Yeah, Jimenez for me. But he's asking us to put a number on it.
It depends on how successful they were previously, I think. Jimenez hasn't really returned to his glory since the injury.
No.
So him, I would drop a
pretty
lot
sad,
quicker
really.
than other people. Whereas someone like Madison, I would be the least likely to drop.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
JWP, I'd be tempted to drop just because there could be someone out there who could be scoring a lot more.
Yeah, for sure. And also, he is a sleeper. Like,
Yeah.
people just see his name there and be like, oh, no, he's not been playing that well. I'm not going to pick him up.
Yeah, you can leave him there until he...
Yeah.
Boys, before our next question, as we're speaking, Southie just messaged.
Oh, Southie.
Live question.
Got another win, now 7th in the league thanks to Rashford.
So
She
wait,
had a bit of a slow start.
Just wait.
With the draft.
You should give some context just in case people are tuning in.
Sorry.
Now, Miles offered to help one of our listeners draft.
Yeah.
She was unavailable and was
Camping.
going to have to. Yeah, camping, not a great place to be when you got a draft.
No.
So yeah, Miles subbed in and literally sat in on her draft.
Yeah.
So that's the context.
Yeah, sorry. So I was like 8th pick in her league, and it's pretty hard in a 10-man league with 30-second picks. I did my best, but it was,
Yeah.
She's had a rough start with a few of, I think she went 4-0 pretty quick.
a few of whose picks.
But I
Yours?
think she's went back-to-back wins,
Okay, that's good.
and she's up to 7th now. So we're grinding. Let's
Okay.
go.
Grinding.
Rashi coming out is good.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Rashi looks pretty fire right
For
now.
sure. Our next question's from Anonymous because he doesn't know if other people listen to our pod and he doesn't want them to know that he listens.
Oh my god, it's someone from our league for sure.
No, so he just wants to know is, do you think Akanji is a pickup? And also, are we holding Laporte with the extension of the injury that was announced? So Akanji is the
I'd be
new-
jumping on a kanji.
Yeah, I was about to say furious timing. Like, who's
So,
the kanji?
unprepared boys. 26 games in the Bundesliga last year for Dortmund.
Yeah.
He's a centre back.
He is.
Scored 1 goal.
That's all right, but clean sheets is what we're looking
Defensive
for City.
unit. I would be very interested in him.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Do you think he's going to take Laporte's
Dude,
spot?
fucking starter for Dortmund.
He hasn't come there to sit on the bench, and at the moment with Stones and Ake, I feel like they're on the chopping
And they're not
block.
keeping that many clean sheets, really.
He comes
City.
in with Diaz,
Yeah.
and then when Laporte comes back, there might be a bit of rotation.
Yeah, look,
I'd be jumping on it.
If you're Laporte owner, get him.
Yeah.
Because that will be perfect.
It's
for
a
your
clean-
team. It's a clean, like.
And no one's going to pick up Laporte and just hold on to him.
Exactly.
I'm picking him up this week. This fucking Akanji motherfucker.
Do it.
Next question is actually from a couple of people. Shout out BD White and Jamie. What do we do with Son? Am I trading or am I holding? We did have a little chat about this.
You left a part out. It says, please help.
Please help.
Send this guy a fucking life raft. Shit, man.
Dude, just put the feelers out for a spicy trade.
That's it. That's all you can
Put
do.
them out. If no one gives you what you think is worth it,
Hold it.
hold.
Yeah, exactly. You can't
That's-
drop him.
That's a clean decision. I love it.
He's undroppable. He is tradable.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
Open for business.
And I saved this last question. It's from our boy Aronson. Aaron. So I was about to say Aronson.
Aaron
Shit,
Aronson.
I mean, like, now
So
I'm really excited.
AA Ron has said, what do we do with Grealish? The best thing that he's seen so far this season is his hair and his impressive leg calves.
Mate. They're always impressive.
He's sent me who's available in his league, which I've put in the spreadsheet for you guys.
Oh, look at you,
Look
mate.
at how many people
shit.
are available.
This is screenies below.
We got Gross.
Oh, fuck, dude.
McAllister.
Yes.
Gross
Yes.
is available.
Yeah, you're getting...
He's got Visser. And
Or Rodrigo's available because he's injured.
We shat on Gross very early on, but
Well, I
he's
didn't.
proven us wrong.
Yeah.
No, he's proven Hito
He's-
and I are wrong.
He's proven us wrong. I would be jumping on
Gross and McAllister.
Gross and McAllister.
You've got to get one of them. I know that you're...
Yeah, I mean,
Doing
Brighton just
all
looks so
right.
good.
What about Rodrigo? Just to hold till he comes back.
Yeah, look, that too. I think... Yeah, I think you could pick up any of those players. Is that his team on the
That's
left
his
there?
team. So I actually feel like you could maybe
He's
drop
got Mahrez.
Aaron.
He's got Mahrez as
I've
well.
lost it.
Oh.
Would you be dropping Mahrez too?
In too much.
I think Mahrez is a bit more of a hold
Yeah.
because any injury in the City team and Mahrez comes on.
I think it's going to be Grealish, baby, when he comes back. I've still got Grealish.
Oh, shut it. No, but you've got blinders on.
I'm blind, baby.
Yeah,
I've got Mahrez, so
Grealish is back in
you
training
speak
this week.
clean.
Yeah, I feel Mahrez has impressed me more, personally.
Drop Sterling.
Shut up.
Fucking can't finish for shit.
No, I think Gross McAllister, even at a bit of a stretch, Eze is...
Here's a very quick question. He's got Aronson as well.
Yeah, that's
Are you dropping Aronson or Grealish first?
me. Aronson.
Yeah, me too.
Same.
I'm really not sold on Aronson.
Yeah,
There you go.
me
There's your
neither.
answer.
Yeah.
This guy's got a great team.
It
He's got the
looks
same
good, eh?
keepers.
Do
as
the
me.
double with McAllister and Gross. Pick them both up.
Yeah. You love this guy. I remember listening to him.
Yeah, I
in the
forgot
car.
that this is the guy that had the same team as me. Dude, you must be winning because I'm winning my league.
Let's round it up with our 3 pickups of the week, guys, because we've been talking way too long.
I'll start. Sinistera. I feel like we've already mentioned
Yeah.
it 6 times, but
That's all right.
We can't come up with new things for every section.
Yeah,
We've gotta,
at this point, yeah. Look, I think at this point, with Champions League is starting, I think Haaland is more likely to play in Champions League. Now, it's all going to be based on fixtures. You got to use your educated guesses, but I think Alvarez is someone to keep an eye on. Because as much as you were saying that Mahrez is just going to fill in, I think Alvarez can play on the wing too.
I agree, yeah.
So, I mean, the other week he scored 2 goals.
And looked good.
I wanted to pick him up, but I'd have to drop Watkins, and I wasn't too keen on doing that because it was a little bit punty. But I think if you have someone that you're happy, like if you're at the bottom of your league right now, you don't have great strikers, I think he's a good option.
agree.
And then, honestly, on a fixture-by-fixture basis, you might drop him the next week or trade high. Then DCL. I just think maybe it's too early. He's only just started joining training. But if
he
these
gets
10-man leagues, man, you have to get on him now.
Yeah. Well, look, I'm going to start with my third option first because it's punty like that. So I've said Iniacho is a little bit of a punt. Deep leagues, we know how lethal he can be when he gets a bit of form.
I know he looked fired.
He did look good.
He looked fired.
And then my other 2, I've mentioned him before, is McAllister and Caicedo.
Yeah, I don't think we need to say anything else there. They are pickups.
Yeah.
Hito?
My 3, 2 of them we've mentioned a lot as well. Wissa and Brennan Johnson. My third is Leon Bailey.
What?
Oh, he's back from the chopping block.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't you chop him last week? We chopped him last week.
No, we
chopped
chopped him
him
a
ages
few
ago.
weeks ago. Yeah,
Yeah, we did.
It was about
But that's the thing, though. It's in and out. You got to make
That's
those transfers.
it, baby. That's it. Talk
Yeah,
to us.
we chopped him back when we chopped the chopping block segment.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Well, he scored against City.
He did.
It was a good goal.
It was a good goal.
It was a good goal. And I just think bringing in someone like Dendonka to come in and shore at the midfield will, as you guys said, benefit other players.
Yeah.
They brought in a few good other signings. They loaned Benarak, the defender, I think, from Southampton. I don't know. There might be just some very early moves to make there. And just the next fixtures are okay. Leicester, Southampton, Leeds, Forest.
He said, I don't know a lot. He's like, I don't know. I don't know. And you know what that's telling me is
whatever.
you don't know what you're talking about.
Let's finish this
Look,
up.
I don't. I really don't.
With it's a shame I drafted Salah.
Da, 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 but I got Haaland.
Duh.
10 goals in 6 games.
And I hate being second for